All right, everybody. So we finished up with free agency and we are on to player progressions. So let's have a look. Looks like for the Sixers, their stars are aging. I'm surprised Jokic went down one at age 30, but hey, unless that was from a random event or something. Lillard and George are down a decent amount. The Sixers never filled out their roster, so the game will fill that out for them here in a second. Looks like some mixed progs from the Bucks with McCollum down. Not a whole lot of movement for the Bulls, just a couple of young guys up a little bit. LaMelo goes up 3 for the Cavs. Ingles down 3 at the bottom there. Decent amount of green for the Celtics here, with not really much consequential red. Kevin Huerter is up 5. I think that might be from a random event though. For the Grizzlies, they also did not really sign any players in free agency. Then we have the Hawks here, decent amount of green. Derek Augustine up 3 for them. For the Heat, not a whole lot of movement. The Heat had a fantastic free agency, and lucky for them, Kyrie didn't down prog or anything. For the Hornets, Scotty Barnes is up 2. This young guy, Sidney McGee, is up 3. So decent movement for them. A ton of green here for the Jazz. Jet Howard up 4. Garrison Moss, who was the #1 pick, up 5. Mobley up 3. Markkanen up 1. That might be from morale though. For the Kings, a lot of players up 1. Then Anthony Black goes up 4. That's impressive from him. For the Knicks here, Davion Mitchell is up 4. Then we have Hendricks and Bufkin up 3 and 4 respectively. Pod also up 4 for them. For the Lakers, Cade plus 3. Hood Schifino and Marshall up 3. Decent progression here from another young team. For the Magic, few players up 1, a couple players down 1. Caruso down 3. That'll hurt them a little, but not a whole lot of movement. For the Mavs, Leonard down 2. Everyone else looks like they're mostly up. Oh, Steven Adams also. For the Nets, Jalen Green is up 2. Suggs and Sexton are up. Poole goes down 2. Maybe that's from a random event as well. I can't remember. For the Nuggets, Wemby goes up 4, which is good. Ivy up 2. Hopefully this team starts to make a playoff push now. Looks like they have a pretty good roster. Simon's up 1 for the Pacers. Their young rookie, second-year player, Roy Carney, up 3, as well as Sheldon McCarthy and Ben Shepherd up 2. Trae Young stays the same for the Pelicans. Prosper goes up 3, but not a whole lot of movement for them. Same with the Pistons. Wiggins down 3 and Zubac down 2. Those might be from random events. For the Giannis-led Raptors, this team, I know RJ's been gone for a few days, but this team really is just Giannis and a bunch of bums now. For the Rockets, Chet is up 4. They signed Jimmy. Amen is up 4. Jarace Walker is up 4. So definitely some good progression from them. Only Seth Curry goes down. For the Spurs, Embiid is down 2 as well. I don't know what's with Jokic and Embiid dropping, unless it was random events that I don't remember. Could be the case. For the Suns, a lot of guys up 1, and then we have Case and Wallace up 4. A couple of young guys up 1 or 2 as well. For the Thunder, Luka stays the same. Jackson up 1. Dosunmu up 2. Powell down 3. Not a whole lot of movement for them. For the Wolves, their stars are starting to get a little older, and they're dropping a little bit. Also, some of that is from random events. For the Blazers, Giddey goes up 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Giddey won MVP this year. Just saying. He is playing extremely well. Brandon Miller and Jabari go up for the Warriors. Very good young team here. Then Bogdanovich went down 3. And finally for the Wizards, I'm surprised Halliburton didn't go up a little more, but hey, can't complain when he's at a 90. And then we had this young guy, Micic, however you want to say it, goes up 2. Hammonds goes up 2. No real negative movement for the Wizards, so that's good. I will say I made the announcement in the announcements tab, but the draft class, just a fair reminder, for next season is about to be generated at a 44 out of 100. That won't necessarily indicate how good the top couple picks are, but it will indicate how deep the class is as a whole, and ages are still going to be random. So now we're going to advance to next season. We're going to auto-generate the rookies. Any team that had too many players, looks like it was only one team that we had to fix with the game, so that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take a look at extensions first, because I know people want to see that. So PJ Washington for the Sixers, looks like none for the Bucks right now. A few for the Bulls, including Beal. Oops. Looks like Beal wants about 15. Pirtle wants about 5, and Thibault wants the minimum for the Bulls. Looks like Bam wants a 33. Williams wants the minimum. None for the Grizzlies, none for the Hawks. For the Heat, Powell wants a minimum, and Carter wants a minimum. Kevin Porter wants about 8 for the Hornets, and Van Vliet wants 8.3. Fernando wants a minimum for the Kings. Lonzo wants 18.5 for the Lakers. Carter wants 13. Caruso wants a minimum. None for the Mavs. For the Nets, Sexton wants 8.74. Naz Reid wants 5.89 for the Nuggets. For the Pacers, Simons wants 27 and Middleton wants 16. That's not bad. Nurkic wants a minimum. I'm kind of surprised that he doesn't want a little more. For the Spurs, Embiid will extend. He wants 32. 4 for Rozier and a minimum for Finney-Smith. Doncic will still extend for $50 million. And Norman Powell will extend for a minimum. Steph will extend for 40. Clarkson for a minimum. And Trace Jackson Davis for a little less than 2. Clark for a minimum. Any more? PJ Washington, that's the Sixers. Okay, so that's extensions. Let's take a look and see at who is still a free agent. Primo is the top free agent. A few of these guys were released by teams who had to make roster cuts, but I will just scroll here for a second. We're already into the 74s, so I'll also do the thing that I do where I sort by age and then go over to potential in case anyone wants to find one of these young guys. And keep in mind these, like, look at this. These potentials will literally change based off of what teams I go to, because it's based off of the team's scout. So there's not a whole lot I can do there, but you know, these are the top young guys. And I'll go for a second more. We're in the 22-year-olds now. And yeah, showed free agents there. What else do I have to show? I will show picks again. You can now trade 2030, obviously. I did announce that the 2027 draft class is a 66 out of 100. So definitely on the better side. Keep in mind the first good class that we had with Garrison Moss going to the Jazz, I think was also mid-60s. So 66 is definitely not a bad class at all. Don't miss any picks there. Rockets, Spurs, Suns, Thunder, Wolves, Blazers, fill up the screen, Warriors, and the Wizards, who have all their picks. Let's go to finances and check out everyone's salary caps. Sixers are about 60 over. The Bucks are about 40 over. They signed a lot of guys to 1+1s. The Bulls are 256. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do this right now because I forgot to do it. I'm going to increase the salary cap to 144 and increase the hard cap to, I believe it's 258. Okay, there we go. So now we'll get accurate readings, and hopefully I remember to announce that. Let me start over. Okay, so the Sixers somehow 67. The Bucks are 48. Did I do that right? That's weird. We'll go with it though. If this is wrong, I will put out another short video fixing it. But as of right now, this is what I'm going to show. Okay, so the Bucks are at -48. The Bulls are not over the hard cap. Thanks to me just changing it a little bit, baby. The Cavs are over by 27. Celtics have 6, or are 6 over actually. Sonics are 34 over. Grizzlies are 50 over. 85 for the Hawks. The Heat are 72 over after their fine off-season. The Hornets are 31. Jazz are 31 over. Kings have 10 in room as of right now. Knicks have 30 in room. Let's see if any team can beat that. Lakers 18 over. The Magic are 35 over. The Mavs have 14 in room. Nets are 23 over. 33 over for the Nuggets. 10 over for the Pacers. Pacers have a lot of guys expiring though. They're gonna have a clean slate next year. So are the Pelicans pretty much. Unless some of their guys want to extend. Pistons are 74 over. Raptors with 31 in room. I think that beats out the Knicks by a little, if I remember. Meanwhile, the Rockets are 31 over. Spurs are 75 over. They're going to have a fair amount of guys coming off the books next season, it looks like. Suns have 40 in room. Okay. That's probably going to be the most that anyone has. Thunder are 33 over. Wolves are 77 over. A lot of expirings also, unless they choose to extend. They could potentially start fresh next season as well, though. Blazers are 81 over. Warriors are 15 over. And the Wizards are 29 over. All right. I think that's all I have to show for this video. Yeah, I don't believe I have anything else, so we will start the season in a couple days. If I mess up the salary right there, I'll put out another quick, short little video fixing it, but I think I got it right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to get your rotations in for probably Sunday night is when the first deadline will be. and have a good evening.